Welcome back. Disney Plus has a very exciting all-new series called Among the Stars, where they follow astronauts as they get ready for their missions into space. Joining us now to tell us all about it is executive producer Ben Turner and Professor Dr. Samuel Ting. So happy they're both with us today. Ben, let's start with you. Tell me more about the access that you had to have with NASA to be able to create this series.
Oh, the access was amazing. We've made quite a few sports documentaries in the past, and our sense was at the end of that, if it can work inside a football team, then surely that same structure of storytelling would work incredibly inside NASA with the teams there and on one of their missions. And we were lucky enough to meet Chris Cassidy, who took us in and introduced us to everybody. And the more people we met, the more people they introduced us to, and the more people the more doors we knocked on, just the more amazing people we met, and the wider the story became. And one of those rooms led us to Professor Ting and his wonderful team, because not only was watching the mission amazing, but what they were doing, what they were looking to accomplish on the mission, and the reasons why it was important, was incredibly rewarding and elevated our story to a new level, because it really is something fundamental for humankind.
And Dr. Ting, you are focusing on Captain Chris Cassidy's final journey, correct?
We have a detector on the space station, and a very complicated detector. A cooling system needs replacement. This replacement involving cutting 8 lines at 30 atmosphere, and it's never been done before. Most people think this cannot be done, but Chris, together with his colleagues, developed the procedure how to do this and the backup plan, and eventually convinced NASA to do this.
And Ben, this series was filmed with space associations across the entire world. How was that coordinated, and was that difficult?
Well, it was, in a way, it was, until coronavirus came along, it was far simpler than I would ever have imagined. People were really happy to tell their story. Somehow, no one has really attempted to do it in this way before. And what I found out is that most of the people in this world, in the different agencies, really want to tell their story because they want to inspire kids around the world to get into science and do amazing things, for all humanity. So actually, it was logistically complicated. But it was just a matter of being incredibly polite to everybody and trying to behave myself along the way, and make sure I wasn't too much of a nuisance.
Dr. Ting, you've worked with so many astronauts throughout the years. What is your advice for anyone that wants to be a future astronaut?
I found them, extremely intelligent, and also more than that, they are calm. They don't panic under pressure. A physicist can be very intelligent, but most of them tend to be excited under pressure. But all the astronauts I met are truly unusual people. They have a fantastic instinct, has a good memory, and never become nervous or excited.
Ben, what do you hope viewers will take away from this series?
Well, it's interesting. There's lots and lots of different things I hope. One of the things that any of the astronauts would always say that they're just the tip of the iceberg, and they work in these amazing teams. And watching those teams work, including also Professor Ting's teams, bring together a range of different skill sets and personality types, was really quite remarkable. It's similar, I think, also in the world of film, but I think it's a key to happiness in life and living a productive life is to understand what part of the machine you can be. And just watching these amazing teams accomplish amazing things, I hope that the people watching it will think to themselves, if I want to get involved in space exploration, I don't necessarily have to be the astronaut. And they need physicists, they need engineers, they need people who could just plan a mission. There are some people who are looking at the budgets. So whatever the skill set you have, you can feed into these teams and do amazing things. And I think that's a real key to happiness in life for people, to be part of something amazing. And whatever your skill set is, there's a way of doing that.
And Ben and Dr. Ting, how does it feel to work together, especially you, Dr. Ting, because you're a star?
Am I right? I'm just an object to be filmed.
One of the best I've come across, for sure. And a true honor for me to even be mentioned, to be in the same interview or mentioned in the same sentence, the work that I do, not to be compared to, but just to be attached.
It's good to keep a record what's going on.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samuel Ting and Ben Turner, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you both.
Thank you, Jeff. Take care.
Tune into Among the Stars on Disney+. We'll be back with more right after this.